Wild Tribe podcast. I'm your host, Marina Valmont.
And I'm just some guy with a paintbrush.
Yeah, right. And beside us is an incredibly talented photographer, Raulshoots.
Hello.
Mr. 305 himself.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good on this beautiful Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I don't even know, bro. I
We'll
don't keep
figure it
track of
out.
time, bro.
I never know which day of the week it is.
Stamp that.
I don't even know what time it is. I know what time it is to eat when I'm hungry, but that's about it. And I know what time those bills come in.
So speaking of photography, what kind of photography do you do?
He shoots butthole.
No.
Do you?
Incorrect. That's actually false.
I think you've shot my butthole before.
Erroneous. What I do is I shoot girls that you just want to be exposed to the internet, like Instagram, and they take it from there wherever they want, you know?
Yeah?
So like
Safe for work, not safe for work.
Whatever.
When did you get started in the business, in photography?
Honestly, that was like a long time ago.
Long time ago.
High school.
He don't want to age himself.
Yeah. Without giving the age out, it's quick. It's like high school, then I stopped doing it. I ended up doing graphics, and then I ended up doing video work, and then I somehow went back to photography. Did a lot of stuff, but living in Miami.
Oh yeah.
And watching everybody else.
Oh yeah. You've seen a lot of things.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, I could do this too. And,
Right.
You know, a lot of people were doing it, so I just added my little taste to it, I guess.
And he's one of the spiciest photographers in the 305.
That's true. How did you become so popular? Everyone knows who you
I know
are.
it.
Yeah,
It's a springboard of just one person, I think. And he just went. It just kind of like lit.
The thing is, I guess I started doing like studio work, and when I got into this genre,
What does studio work mean?
like inside of like let's say a room where you set up a backdrop, maybe some lights, strobe lights. And a lot of girls were like telling me, "Okay, I'm down to shoot, but can we go to the beach?"
Oh, well,
Because they
come.
come to Miami, and obviously they want to see it. But I was more like, I want to do this, but if I want to do it, I want to do it different. Because nobody was doing much studio work.
Right, well, because New York, we do studio work. Like, New York is notorious for studio work, because you could barely shoot anywhere in New York. It's just so many rules.
So much winter.
Yeah.
So
much regulation in New York.
Yeah.
That's why everybody flies down to Florida to get lit.
So, like, I guess that's why it took a long time to get it, I guess, popping.
Okay.
Because nobody wanted to work with me.
Oh. Really?
In the beginning. Oh, hit it. That's the wrong one. You got to give me the violin. I was aiming for the violin.
Well, no, you don't get the violin yet.
So who was this person that put you on?
What?
There's always that one girl that puts you on, bro. I got put on.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say like for sure. Like when I started shooting with this this model, she don't really shoot too much, but she's still dope. Everybody knows who she is. This girl, Little T.
Little T,
yeah, Amanda, and we found each other, and we were like, yo, we got to do something together, and pretty much we both grew out of that together. Nice. Even though she was already growing, and we started working together, and we kept on working for a couple of years, and things went and popped off, and that's how I met a lot of the people that I'm actually still working with now.
Right.
Would you consider yourself a booty photographer?
I guess
you are.
If you want to. I mean, there's many ways of calling it nowadays, but yeah, I mean, somebody could say that, and I'll be like, all right, fine.
But hey, it pays the bills, man. Whatever.
Yeah. But I could do more than that. But yeah,
I know you're more than that. You're more than that, Raul.
A little bit.
He's more than just a butthole photographer. He does video too.
Hey, listen, I even shoot for Nello. If you all don't know about it, y'all better realize that.
Link in bio. Cool. So you've been in the game for over a decade, I would say.
For sure.
Okay. So, where do you see this game going? Because I know back then, I started around when you started, but like print was heavy back then.
Yeah.
Magazines, girls wanted to get magazines. Girls, even when Instagram first started, it was more about pictures, it was about taking photos. Now, I feel like everything's just more media based, more video.
Reels.
Yeah.
And like, how did that affect your business, and how would an artist adjust to the times now? Because I know a lot of photographers are like, you don't see a lot of them springing up like they used to, you know?
That's
No, it's not easy to.
Right.
Especially nowadays, it's hard. I would assume now it's harder to even start getting a business like this growing. But a lot of people don't know. I'm a video editor. I've been editing videos
Right.
for more than I've been shooting. So
Right.
like most of my money comes, most of my earnings, I guess, come from that type of work.
Right.
And I'm incorporating that with what I do with Raulshoots.
Okay.
So that and not just that, I got other things that are popping off, especially maybe mid to later this year.
Okay.
What's happening then? Can you tell us or
He's cooking something.
allude?
He's cooking something, but doesn't want to give the recipe right now. That's all it is.
What I'm saying is, I got something new coming up. Like I've always been shooting in the studio, and obviously I do stuff outside. But now I'm acquiring this new location where I'm gonna like adapt different things.
Oh, I saw it. It's the Raul's Jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to be.
I
the
did.
name
I
on
did a photo
something.
shoot there, by the way, guys.
He did this.
Lily
he did the
Bella
first-
at
no,
Lily
the
Bella, baby.
The first night one. So, but that was just
Yeah.
Right now that's bare bones. We still haven't even.
Oh, man.
I got so many plans for that, and I'm just trying to attack it this summer.
It's so big.
Yeah.
No pun
Really?
intended.
Yeah.
That's
Getting
what
me excited.
You say big, this one perked up. Perked up a
big,
little bit.
man.
So let's talk about some of your models and the dramas you've experienced.
It's always
I
drama.
mean, listen,
There
it's all types of drama.
Where there's
I'ma
excitement, there's drama.
Yeah, if I'm gonna keep it simple, like
You don't need to name names.
No, of course not. Dramas. I mean, there's always that girl that don't want you to like work with other girls, or there's a
What?
girl that always like shows up late, and then you're like, yo,
Wait.
you gotta
There's
check 'em.
girls that don't want
There's
you
other
working with
girls.
other girls. Like,
I
what
mean,
the fuck
like
is that?
I'm
That's
sure you
messed
experience-
up.
I'm sure you experience stuff like that too. You know, people that think like
I'd probably
you know,
ignore it.
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
even-
but that's not even the main thing. What the main
Yeah.
is like, you know, there's a lot of stuff, but I've been fortunate, I guess, because I've always hanged out with a lot of, I guess, in high school. I know I had a lot of like friends that were girls and stuff. Like, there's just ways you got to talk to them. You know what I mean?
know,
You got to
Ralph
make them
was
feel at
saying-
ease,
You
and
gotta-
they somehow they trust me. I'm a good guy, you know.
You're a good guy. Yeah, sure,
You're
Cap.
very,
I
you're
think.
very trustable.
I feel like because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I got the right ideas, and they don't need too much, but like creating
Yeah.
beautiful content.
You're super
about that?
professional.
I would like to say so.
What?
Fernella.
Get this man a blue hat because he's capping. Anyway, sure, yes,
False.
whatever. You're a nice guy. Listen, these
Hey,
girls.
listen, okay, how about this? Even if they do act up, man, I don't even let them know it bothers me. I'm like, all right, cool. And then you know what? I just distance myself. You know what I
listen,
mean?
it wouldn't really matter.
If it affects the business, hey, why even entertain it?
All they care about is your skill set. If you're going to
Correct.
make them look good, you can be a nice guy, but you can be a nice guy with no skills. You can get no play. So, that being said, your skill level is amazing. The photography, the videos. I mean, being a nice guy is a cherry on top.
Yeah,
But it doesn't, I mean, at the end of the day, it's about clout. And you pretty much built up a good rapport in the business. And, I mean, that really matters.
They
the
gotta
most.
send that deposit.
I always say this.
Here we go. Hold on.
I always say
you,
this.
make sure
I
you
always
time
say
code
this.
Time code this.
Yeah, I always say this. If it don't bring me funds, you better be bringing them buns. You know what I'm saying?
You have to benefit some way
I need
or
some kind
another.
of monetary or some kind of gain. I'm not here to give charity. I'm not here to give back to the Red Cross.
But you bring a lot of value.
Right? My value,
Of course, you gotta bring value. That's
these
number
girls-
one, man.
These
They-
girls
these
want to
girls have to have
come
value.
and let's collab. I'm like, collab with what? You got like 500 followers. Like, I'm donating. I'm not collabing.
Correct.
Like, come on now.
You know what the funny thing is? Now that you brought that up, the day that the blue check
Oh my God.
the day that you could pay for a blue check,
Yeah.
that anybody could have it. That morning, I found out about that because a bunch of girls were hitting up. Hi, would you like to collab with me? And I'm like, ooh, who's this blue check? Maybe I would, maybe I won't.
Maybe.
But let me double check because I don't know who they are. Maybe
Yeah,
they could be
sure.
this big thing from who knows where. I go and I check them out, bro. They're
The no
local
one.
girls,
Yeah.
500 followers,
Bitches that work at Starbucks and, shit.
and she's like, can we collab? And,
yeah.
I have
and
issue
it
with
kinda-
the blue check
And I was
mark.
like, I was just so
I'm
excited.
glad. I'm glad that shit died. I'm glad it died.
I don't like that you have to put your first real name there.
Yeah, that's another thing.
That's
Yeah,
doxing yourself.
That's why you gotta
That's
get it.
dangerous.
That's why you got to get it originally, like the old school.
Well,
That's the best way.
you know who really got the blue check mark if they don't have to put their real name.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, I know a couple.
So that's a way of knowing who's capping and who's not. But look, I whatever works for people is fine. But I think right now it's about quality of work. So even if I don't have a blue check mark, which I should have,
You should.
Yo,
I
for
should.
real,
You
what?
should
How
too.
you not have?
I
it?
don't know,
For
they
real.
just hate
Netflix.
I know.
Yeah.
But
Jesus, they don't
here's
even
the
know
thing.
about that.
They don't know about that. That's no
They don't
life.
even know about that.
So I always say if your quality of work don't match up, man. You could have great followers, but you can even buy that.
Yeah.
But you can't buy quality. Your work speaks for itself. It speaks volumes. What you
Consistency.
see is what you get. So you can have a high number, but that could be fake too.
Yeah.
But what you can't fake is what you put in front of that camera and the quality of work that goes into it. That can't be faked. So that being said, when I look at a model who wants to collab, I got to see the quality of what she brings. Is she a good look? Is she a different look for me? Is she's gonna bring my work to life? You know, because we get excited as artists to have a good muse because we're gonna pose them a certain way. We want to do certain looks on them. So if you come in with the same look as the next chick and then you want a free shoot and there's no monetary gain from that, you know, like it doesn't make sense for me. I just don't see it.
I mean, the way even we start is like, yo, you want to work with unique girls that bring something different. You know, that's how you started. You didn't come out the door charging girls to shoot. You know,
No,
what I mean, it was all about creating. It was all about the art.
I mean, you also got to
You know what I
creep
mean?
before you walk, you know,
Yes.
Correct.
and walk before
And
you
the
run.
thing is that now we have to like vision that
Right.
thoroughly. You know, and be like, okay, now we're being more selective.
You see, here's the thing with the body count situation.
And that was the key word of the day.
Hold on.
Body
Okay,
count.
so with the body count situation, I'm gonna make things perfectly crystal clear right now with this whole body count situation. In my past, when I was a regular square, right, not in the business, not in the game, I would consider that to be a deal, right? Because obviously, with a high body count, usually, and I'm not saying all the time, but usually that comes with a lot of trauma because you can't tell me out of 500 men or 600 men or 100 men that you deal with, you didn't deal with any kind of trauma with one of those guys. That
Yeah.
could affect you mentally long term in your new relationships that you have.
But you could date one guy and he could be abusive, and that could give you emotional
The
baggage.
probability is higher if it's more people.
Agreed.
Of course, yeah.
You have a
yeah.
point.
If you cross the street one time, the probability of you getting hit by a car is very slim. But if you're crossing it every fucking day, you might get hit by a car.
Well, for those things, he wants to minimize risk as
There's
a
more of a-
traditional old school guy that's
a
not in this type of
traditional
game.
old school
you
guy.
minimize risk, so you take these parameters that are like, well, I won't do that.
And you remember-
and then obviously you can still get burned by,
It don't
by
matter.
that girl
I'm
that you
saying
think is a sweet girl,
there-
you know. But
Very
you know,
true.
you want to eliminate those issues.
There's a higher
whatever it
probability
is,
when you're dating someone with a higher body count. They come with more baggage. And then they take that into the new relationship. And you might say something that maybe triggers something in their past. It's a tougher battle to fight if you're dealing with a high body count person. That goes for men sometimes. Men are a little different because they're not emotional creatures as say women
I
are.
think men can be emotional.
They can, but like I said, that's a percentage of men that's
And those
small.
men are dangerous.
Yeah.
You don't want those men.
Yeah.
Really?
100%.
Yeah. Emotional men usually don't get laid or they can't get bitches.
Because they're whiny.
Yeah.
That's
And,
why they're
and when they
emotional.
do get a bitch, it's like, oh, well, you belong to me and you can't be seen. Right? But a guy that's always getting laid, and a guy that's always in play, don't give a fuck. That's like me at a buffet and I always got food on my plate. I'm never really hungry. I don't give a fuck if somebody grabs something off my plate. I'm not hungry. I'm not fighting for it. So if I'm always in abundance, I don't care what this girl's doing or her past and all this other stuff. As long as I got it, right? It doesn't bother me. Now, and I'm in this position now where I'm working with dozens of content creators. I have a good rapport with all these women. Their body count doesn't bother me because I'm not invested in them in that emotional sense where I want to build a relationship with them. If I do want to build a relationship with them, obviously there's things that I'm going to have to stop doing in order to secure that exclusivity with them, and they would have to agree as well. So if we
True.
come together and we say, okay, look, Fernello, I like you, you like me, whatever, we like each other, let's just work exclusively, then that's creating that relationship and making it go further. But if you want to be greedy and you still want to work and do your thing, I can't invest emotionally into you if I see you with X, Y, and Z.
Then it's
hard.
not special.
It's not special. You don't feel exclusive. The next man got it. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? If you want that exclusivity, there's a certain level of bonding that's there. Now, I'm not saying that it can't be done. But for me personally, I can't speak for everyone. I have my personal own feelings about it. Yes, I can date an OnlyFriends creator. Yes, I can. to make them wifey material, that's a little different. Because remember, being a wife and dating is two different things.
Very different.
Dating is living on your own. You got your house, I got my house. We see each other when we need to. We hook up, we make content, whatever. But being a wife is taking on the responsibility of children. I'm not going to have a wife without having a family. That's stupid. Counterproductive. So if you're going to be my wife, you take my last name, there's a responsibility now. If you get sick, I have to take care of you. If you can't work, I have to take care of you. If I'm sacrificing and making these adjustments to my life, you have to be a certain quality woman, and you have to, and we have to understand each other. We have to be there for one another. And so that comes with sacrifice. A lot of these women don't want to sacrifice. They're selfish. They're self-centered. They're narcissists. There's a lot of things that they are, but they don't want to look in the mirror and correct it. So the reason why a lot of men don't date y'all is because of the narcissism and certain traumas that you have. You're bringing it into the new relationship. Yeah, you wear a mask in the beginning and you act like something different, but once they start peeling you like an onion and the eyes start to burn and they realize, oh shit, this is not what I wanted, and then they dip. It's not the man's fault most of the time. You got to look in the mirror and fix yourself before you can commit to somebody and be with someone.
That's a better reason than what is usually heard.
Right.
People usually say high body count equals loose pussy.
Listen, I just
sounds
say
familiar.
I just say that for theatrics, but that's not really true. Now, if you don't do your Kegels,
The Kegels.
You're
Kegels are
screwed.
important.
You know what I'm saying?
You're screwed, but not in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, like a girl that doesn't take care of herself, doesn't exercise, doesn't eat right, doesn't diet, like whatever.
Fruits and veggies.
If you're not taking care down here,
pH balance is
yeah,
off.
like it's gonna be fucked up. But if you're taking care of your body, you're healthy, you're clean, that the body count thing doesn't matter, right? But like I said, the trauma that comes with a high body count matters. So for men, it's the trauma that some of the women encounter. They have to deal with that baggage sometimes.
So if someone doesn't tell you they have a high body count, what are the red flags? How can you tell?
The way she moves.
Oh yeah, I mean she got
What
more
do you
than.
mean?
Okay, so
Oh.
he'll tell you. He could tell you.
No, just think the way she moves.
Yeah.
You can see. You
The
can
way
spot a lot
someone
of things.
walks?
No, like the way she interacts, or maybe her Instagram, or who knows, or whatever she posts.
Do I have a high
You
body
know?
count?
I mean,
Jesus,
you look like
Christ,
the type.
I can't
Hey, listen,
confirm
I
or
wouldn't know.
deny.
I wouldn't know, but I mean, there's little red flags. Like you say, maybe she's out there, maybe she's showing too much. And we're talking about a girl that doesn't do what's in our our work.
OnlyFans,
You know what I mean? If you want to spot them out like that, they're out there. Then hey, maybe they're doing something. Now
Look,
if you find
for,
a girl
for
like
me,
a,
there's several
Wait a minute.
there's several signs of
There's plenty, I guess.
just being on the market in general.
oh, hold on, real quick. A girl that got a boyfriend and he's not even on the Instagram. That's a big sign.
Yeah, but
Unless she's popping like that she's protecting him.
it's
But if she has, like, low
no,
followers,
but here's
come
the
on,
thing.
what's
But
she
here's the
protecting?
thing. Why would I want to put my girlfriend on social media? I want to protect my relationship.
Oh yeah.
You don't want
I
other guys
I think like
trying to get it.
I just feel like everybody has access to you now.
Are you saying you have a private IG?
Do you?
I don't even have a private IG. I have a private life that nobody knows about.
Oh.
I have privent girls who I talk to that nobody knows about.
Same.
So if
Same.
if I don't want to display that out in the open, like in some kind of a car show or something, like there's certain things that you don't want to pull back the curtain.
And this is why we don't want to pay for blue check.
Yeah.
We're protecting a lot
I'm
of
not,
our
I'm not trying to put my government out there, buddy. You can find
too
me.
much.
You can find my address. You can find all kinds of
Oh,
shit.
That's
wrap.
terrifying.
It's a wrap. Especially the way I speak in public. I want nobody finding me.
You instigate people.
I don't instigate nothing. I say the realest things with no convictions. I say it, but you know what? What my mom used to tell me? I rather deal with the devils that you know versus the devils that you don't know.
No,
Yes, that's
correct.
very true.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
deal with me, bitch.
I just realized a lot of people that I know are like that. You know what I mean? Because at least you know where they're coming from.
Right.
There's no hidden
you
stuff.
Know,
And
you know
you'd
where I'm
rather
coming
be
from.
with those
and
type
look, look,
of people.
And I
You know
always
what
say
mean?
this: if I offend someone in any way, it's not out of malice. Like what I take, what my opinions are my opinions.
Yeah.
If I'm not saying it to your face or being disrespectful to you, then I have no reason to apologize.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel, just don't listen. Now, if it does offend you and you're my friend, I'd be like, look,
Let's have a conversation
let's
about
have a
it.
conversation about whatever I said. It doesn't pertain to you, and you and I have a different relationship, and I respect you.
Correct.
But you can't hold me. You can't put a dagger to my throat for an opinion, because opinions could change. I might think about something right now, but in a month or two, I might have a totally different opinion. An opinion is not a tattoo. It's just what you're feeling at the moment. That's why you can't hold people to an opinion. You got to hold them to their actions, the way they treat you, the way they carry on a conversation with you, if they check up on you. Actions speak louder than words. I always say that. So if you get offended by me saying one bad thing, judge me on my wins versus my losses. How many times have I won for you? How many times have I been there for you? Checked up on you, sincerely done that. And if you get mad, if I say one thing, then you were never really my friend.
I agree. If one thing can ruin the friendship,
Yeah.
you didn't have a strong friendship.
Yeah, and you gotta like, man, I'm a type of person. I'll say crazy shit from time to time, but at the end of the day, I got a good heart. You know what I'm saying? I would. I ain't gonna lie.
He does.
I mean,
I could vouch for
No,
that.
I was laughing at the crazy things you said.
I do.
Somehow it just came back into memory. All these moments.
Oh man, I got moments. I got moments in time. But at the end of the day, look, body count for me as of right now doesn't matter if I want to date you. What matters is the trauma that you bring with that high body count.
Emotional baggage.
If you're emotionally sound and you found yourself and you're good with yourself spiritually and mentally, I don't give a fuck about your body count. As long as you're bringing to me quality in that relationship, that's all that matters to me. So for the average square, yeah, body count matters because they can't handle the baggage. But if I know I'm dealing with you and I know you as a person for many years and I want to pursue it more, you have to show me that you're capable of being in a relationship and not toxic and not going to get mad or try to do sneaky things or spiteful things because I said something. If you can't verbalize and have a conversation with me and communicate right, then you can't be in a relationship with anyone, regardless. A body count or no body count. Like communication, your mental, your spiritual is very important for a man because we got to know we're investing in you and we got to know that you got us as well. Because nowadays, a girl's quick to quit if they have one bad argument.
Oh yeah.
That's very true.
So it's like they don't have the patience to communicate and
or the skills to communicate.
right. And it's getting worse, even men.
But the thing is, a high body count will also trigger that even faster because they dealt with so many
Next.
relationships.
Yeah, so it's
that,
like,
you know
oh,
what,
you know-
one shit you do, fuck it, next.
Right. And then we have access to so many people now.
Dating apps, Instagram.
It's like the more it's just more chaotic now. You know, before it was like hard to get a fucking nude from a chick back in the day. Like you had to work, you had to do like cheat codes to get a nude. Now it's like, okay, get on Twitter and get see for free.
Now it's expected nudes.
I mean, you know, like it's like, okay, cool. But the time has changed, but also, you know, I think communication is key more than ever now. If you don't have good communication, you could. That's why I don't text a chick. I would rather send her a voice note so she can hear the sincerity in my voice.
Because you can take things wrong when you're reading them.
Oh yeah, 100. Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
a joke? Is it
Yeah.
malicious?
I just call people at that point.
I've said crazy things that maybe have sounded a little controlling, but the tone of my voice could be. It can sound completely different in words, right?
Comical.
You know. Comical. You're funny. But if I say, oh, Rahul,
We're all sinners.
we're all sinners.
Yeah, knock down the door in Jamaica and just walk into my room with me and Mo saying, "We're all sinners."
That I don't remember that. Allegedly happened.
That was nice.
I think I remember the night that happened.
of course.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of shenanigans.
We're just trying to get rest, and Fernell shows up there with his robe.
The Playboy robe.
Yeah, we're all sinners.
I don't remember this happening. I
I'll
think that
put-
was in another dimension or
I'll
something.
upload something.
You must have been dreaming.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think body count for me personally is a big deal. But I could understand the majority of men, it is a big deal. You know, and it's they prefer to have less. It's more of a, yeah, like you were saying, maybe they feel a little inadequate. Maybe they feel a little intimidated by a higher body count because they have to perform or they have to be this.
Yeah.
Especially if you're dating an OnlyFriends creator, think about it.
Yeah.
They're dealing with all kinds of men that could perform in bed. They're intimidated.
And
they don't
there's
think
penis inadequacy.
right. You know.
I'm 7 inches, but she's had 9. I'm 4 inches.
it's more mental for these chicks too, because like, yeah, they can take big dicks all day, but you know, they're more driven emotionally. Women are emotional creatures. You can have a fucking, at least if you're like a 5-incher, you're okay.
Oh, you're fine.
You're fine because remember, it's more, women are led by experiences. How you make them feel. Right? So if you're making them feel a certain way, if you make them feel good, if it's a certain nostalgia that comes in, they remember that feeling and they associate that with you. So yeah, having a big dick is great, right? But
sometimes it can be too big.
Yeah, well, you know, it's always like, it varies from person to person. If that individual wants something more impactful and more meaningful, they're not gonna look at all of the physical attributes. They're gonna look at the emotional ties. Because they can go fuck a dude and just leave. But if you emotionally have them right here, they're going to always remember you and they're going to come back to you. So it's having them in the mind first, then you get their body. That's how it works with OnlyFriends creators. I've noticed that. It's a mental thing for them.
What about reverse the role?
Right.
What do you recommend for women out there watching this? Should they look for someone with a high body count or a low body count?
Like I said, it's more about mental. So with women,
what about men's emotional baggage if they've slept with 100 women? What about that?
well, it's a little different for men.
I don't think it works that way.
No, it doesn't work that way because we're
No.
not wired emotionally that way. We can go sleep with a pig and not give a damn. You get what I'm saying?
I hope you would.
And we won't care, and we would just, all right, just wanted to bust a nut, but see you later. But we will, like, say we're married and got our wife. And we love our wife to death. We may not fuck our wife the way we want to fuck her. Because after a while, let's be real. Like, after a while, attraction dims a little bit. And you're used to the person.
It gets boring.
But the emotional bond you both have will never die. It's one of those things where you could count on that person. That's your safe place. When you're having a bad day at work. When a man is being challenged and having stress. You think he want to come home to an angry woman, stressed out, stressing them out. He want to come home to the most simplest form of life.
Peace.
Peace and quiet.
We all want peace.
That's it. You just want to come home to somebody peaceful. He don't care if she's a 10 or a 5, as long as his mind is intact. Yeah, will he be attracted to other girls? Absolutely, because we're fucking animals.
I don't know, but a 10 is a unicorn. You know that, right?
Yeah. There's no such thing as a 10 because it's subjective, like art. Women are like art. It's subjective. You know, what I consider a 10, Raul might not consider a 10. You know what I'm saying? So it's subjective. Like, that's why I say, me personally, I like 5s and 6s. Because with 5s and 6s, when they put makeup on, they look like 8s.
Oh, yeah.
True.
And they have low self-esteem.
Correct.
You like low self-esteem.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Expand on that more.
Well, the lower the self-esteem, the more, shit they tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you can put them more through
What?
stuff.
yeah, you can put them more. You can put them through more turmoil.
So they have emotional baggage for the next guy.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I'm sorry. I'm a hypocrite, guys.
Oh, man.
Like I said, it's better to know the devils
devil
that you
I
do
know.
versus the devils you don't know. And I'm the devil.
Just a little bit.
But at least I tell you like it is. At least you know the turmoil. At least you know the turmoil you're getting into, right?
And now it's recorded in history.
Yeah, it is.
And you can play it back whenever you want to.
I'm a good dude. When I
I like the defenses. The defense come up.
I'm a
right
good
now.
dude, you know. But
You saw
listen,
my face. Like,
but listen. It's like, for instance, like for me, I rather personally get with the girl that likes me more than I like her.
I like that balance too.
Because
she has to love me and I have to like her.
yeah, exactly. I
I
want
think
her
that's
to
what
love
you're trying
me.
to say, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
I want her to
Yeah.
love me,
Okay.
and I like her because the minute
You have power.
the minute you get with a girl that you love and you like a lot, you will tolerate all kinds of shit from her.
I've had relationships like that.
And you're gonna look past it. Oh, she could change or she could do this. No, she'll never
No.
change. She'll never change. A zebra don't change his stripes for you.
That's
it's
very
a fucking
true.
zebra. So at the end of the day, it's always good to get with someone that just kind of pulls you in a little bit more to them, and the fact that you like them, it's good. And you still with men. I think women like challenges because they're so used to men laying out the red carpet.
They
for
like
them.
a fixer-upper.
They like a fixer-upper.
I
They-
don't.
They like a challenge. You're an exception.
She's
to
like,
the
let
rule.
me sit this straight. Hold on.
You're an exception to the rule. But most women like challenges. They like to be challenged. They like to see if they can course correct things. Because women are led by drama. They love drama. Why do you think they love watching soap operas? Drama.
I think everyone likes drama, though. That's what Instagram is. That's what Twitter has been
no.
recently.
There's a difference.
Reality TV shows.
Okay, hold on. We as human beings love watching train wrecks.
Yes.
But we don't want to be in the train wreck.
Correct.
Y'all like being in the
We
fucking
want to be
train
in the
wreck.
sideline enjoying that shit and then going back to our nice
I don't
life.
mind, like looking at something like, God damn, that sucks, haha. But I wouldn't want to be on that train.
Listen, I'll repost it, but I ain't trying to live it.
Exactly. y'all get entrenched in drama and debates, and oh my God, Twitter is like a cesspool for that. That's why I deleted the goddamn Twitter app off my phone.
I love Twitter.
Man, it's just like you wake up and just turmoil, like instant.
Things you need to know, though.
Yeah, I don't want to absorb that throughout my day. I want to start my day without knowing if this girl got raped or this happened or that. I don't want to hear all this shit. I want to go through my day. I need my Starbucks. Thank you. So yeah, shit happens. People's feelings get hurt. Oh well.
How can you avoid getting your feelings hurt as a woman?
Avoid your feelings.
Well, that was a very simple answer.
Avoid your goddamn feelings, all right?
Just
what can
don't
I say?
have
You
any.
can't. You can't. I mean, women are led by their feelings. What can I say? They're led by their emotions.
How about just go with facts?
Women don't like facts.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
I
she
like
gave
facts.
she gave us a reason to
I don't know.
let her
Most women just kind of like they'll go off on women. I consider women are like trigger happy cops. They say hands up, they'll shoot you anyway because I feel threatened. They don't want to go through the facts before they get the like they have an argument with you. Like, well, I thought you meant this. Well, I didn't, and you never checked for it, but you were ready to shoot.
Like shoot first, ask questions.
Exactly. So that's how women. That's how some women are.
Some.
Okay.
I
There's
gotta
always
use
an
the word-
exception to the rule.
I got to use the word some because
You can never say all.
Yeah, I gotta use the word some because some people just might get mad.
Some people are definitely
On
going to
Twitter.
get mad. Everywhere. Everywhere.
I don't know. I have a habit of making people mad. I don't know.
So tell us, where can we find you online?
Instagram, Raulshoots 305, because the original got taken down a couple years ago, and Raulshoots.com. Raulshoots on Twitter and Raulshoots on TikTok.
You have an OnlyFriends account or no?
No.
No?
No.
Why
Yeah,
not?
Long story, but yeah, I can't get back in. And my account got taken down as well,
Bunch of haters.
just like Instagram.
All right.
But
Well, that's about wraps it up for us. Till next time.
oh yeah,
For the Wild Tribe podcast, I'm Marina Valmont.
I'm just a guy with a paintbrush, and this is the wonderful, incredible,
Raul.
spectacular Raulshoots,
hi guys.
Mr. 305. We're out. We'll see you next time.
I'll call you back.
Come back.